All these clones, we the original.
Yeah, we don't want to do anything to scare your children. That's the last thing we want to do. We don't want to scare anybody.
The tourists come over to chill on the beach, but they don't come over the hill where we sleep. We got nightmares and they got fantasies. No sanity, it's just insanity. My mommy hoping nothing happens to me.
So, before we get into all of those things, welcome to the show.
Get out a cold opening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, is this a different thing? So, I got the turban on, so I'm about to do some foolishness. It's morphin' time. So, you know what it is? It's the Negus of Nassau, St. Anton Alexander, Lord Jalen Willard, sitting Indian style in a meditative mood with the sunglasses on and a wife beater. And it's that kind of time because it's something about you, girl. I also have in the studio with me right now, we have...
The way, the truth, and the life.
Hold on,
PG
I just realized
13.
something. They're showing the second chair too?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Bro,
Yeah.
like 2 hours soon.
Flip that for real. Just put it on. Huh?
Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah, that's just start from the top because I just guess that's like...
I was gonna say either one. You want to hop in the chair, bro? They don't get to see you. Yeah, we hop in the chair, dog. Hop in the chair on camera, bro. Everything organic.
Yeah, so we're gonna keep on recording. We're doing a switcheroo.
One second. This guy's coming in.
Hey,
So we're gonna stall while PG is approaching the mic.
you could debut some new intros.
So we're gonna do some new intros. We also have on the mic. We know him as Sky Hook.
They don't know me as that, bro. I don't even know me as that.
So we got Supermarket Bros behind, and then we have PG.
In the chair.
PG joining us.
My guy.
Let me get some headphones.
My guy.
So we Everything Cool is always be Everything Cool because we always keep everything sporadic. This was a last minute part, but we gonna make it do what it do. So the main word, phrase, the saying of the day is a little thing.
A little thing.
A little
I
thing.
ain't speak Bahamian in so long, bro. To be fair,
These things they sounded foreign now.
Right.
Different language.
I just been speaking English.
Regular English.
Bro,
That's-
hold on, so you live in the Bahamas?
Yeah.
You Bahamian?
Yeah.
You was born here.
Yeah.
So how you saying you never even speak Bahamian?
Because we all know, bro, it's different dialect, it's different language you use, different words you use. I don't use these words like to myself. Like when I speaking to myself or I speaking to my family, I don't really speak that way. It's more so like
feel
when
that.
I am public or when I'm with my friends and stuff like that.
I feel that.
So, like when I come on this show and you ask me about Bahamian phrase or saying of the day, my mind is be blank, bro. I don't know what to
serious
say.
thing.
But we talking about little
guess-
thing.
Right.
What little thing means? Now, little thing is not
It's a lot of
gender
things.
specific.
Right.
I want to put that out there. That ain't gender
Little
specific.
thing is a lot of things. That could be like
Shoot, it ain't person specific either.
It
could
ain't
be
person.
like-
Yeah, it ain't one person
one
specific.
little
either.
honey bun, bro.
Yeah.
Real.
Little thing can mean 20 little things.
Real.
So it ain't number specific. It ain't gender. So a woman could say, "I got a little thing," and that ain't mean what she just got a little thing.
Right.
So little thing.
A little
is,
thing is something you have on the side.
Yeah, on the
Mad.
side.
Yeah.
Or that can even be a main thing.
No.
But that's just a little thing.
No, it can't. That's
Your
the
little
orthodox.
thing is
It's the little thing.
it's in your back pocket.
All right.
You got different things in your front pocket, but that's a
No,
different
but some people
conversation.
put their main thing in their back pocket.
No, your main thing ain't
that
going
can
in your
be.
back
Yeah.
pocket, bro.
That's your little thing.
Right. That's your support.
So what if you
That's
the
the-
type that, okay, I don't want to be in a serious relationship.
Right.
I got something on the side.
Right.
That's the
So
little
that's a
thing.
little thing?
No, that's a little
That's
thing.
a little thing.
Main thing is different.
But what if I don't have a main thing,
You
but I have
don't.
a little thing?
Right. That's your little thing. Down
That's
your
it.
main
Right,
thing.
down your main thing.
All right.
Say saying.
And even in that case, it's probably like you probably got a bunch, like you say, you got a bunch of little things anyway, but then you got them numbered still. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You know, you go into this little thing first before you go to that one. That
Right.
one at the back of the list, like,
Right.
that one flake on me, that next one
It's a
doing
pecking
something.
order,
La, la, la,
bro.
la. Right.
Interesting.
Let me go to little thing number 5.
So we have a very riveting show. Because we're gonna entitle this part the relationship part because we have always get mocked about us always talking about relationships.
The people who ask for this, they
The
sent
people
in.
who ask for this.
Yeah.
Oh, Justin, talk about this on your next part.
Right.
Relationship stuff.
I hope
Oh,
they
talk
sent
about
in their
that.
requests.
So we have a couple of requests, so we're gonna go through a couple of questions.
Yeah,
Like, you know, we ain't gonna kill y'all with the relationship thing.
Right.
So
Right.
one first
We can get y'all right now.
yeah, one of the first questions is, right, shout out to Kay Shanique alongside support of the show. So she asked, why do men try to finally decide to act right when they lose the relationship?
What is acting right?
Okay,
Oh, a lot of
before
big
you
definitions.
wasn't
Right.
wanting to
We need to
be
know what we're talking
affectionate
about.
or romantic or even faithful. But now, since y'all broke up, now you want to make sure that all the things she asked you or wanted you to do, you started doing.
Because I didn't have to do it. Why would I do anything I don't have to do?
This nigga called it.
I mean,
I mean, that's just logical.
So, okay,
Man.
Marco's answer is because he didn't have to do it, and since y'all break up, he feels that.
Isn't that obvious?
now then Jeopardy is like, oh,
Right.
let me get back.
Let me get all my stuff now. Let me get
Listen,
right.
That ain't me. That's Marco.
Man, want to
We
protect
speaking
yourself
for
at all
ourselves
times.
here.
Right.
PG, what's your response to that?
I mean, some dudes, my response, in the first place, I could try do what I have to do in the first place to never lose it. You know, they saying it ain't like I can try fall off. Evidently, you know, I can, not I, but people, like in general, everybody can do it all in a relationship consistently, right? We like to throw around the word consistency, and it's true you would like to have and appreciate consistency, but we can't consistently be consistent. So once we understand that that's the case, and even if you fall off a little bit, you still got to be compassionate and knowing and aware.
Right.
And, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I would be the one who would try to stay as consistent as possible, so then it don't come to that point for me. But
Get
I
to
know
the meat and
I know
potatoes,
some
bro.
dudes, right? I know some people in general. It's like, because I know I could play that game, you know the psychology about it. All I got to do is, you know, sweet up your hair a little bit after you and pick up me and say, oh man, yeah man, I can make sure I do right. And then you come, as long as you take me back, I win the race. You know what I'm saying?
But
so
you
it's
want-
like
you
I
want-
ain't got to
you
do
want to
nothing.
answer the question yet.
What?
No, but
Let's
he
get back to the
I
tells
answered
a
it right
lot
now.
about it himself.
Right.
'Cause a lot of people saying, dog and let dog.
Right? They thinking that. And specifically, I say dine me, but I just know that's how people thinking. It's like, as soon as I tell you this or whatever, and you say, all right, then I give you another chance. That's all people waiting here. You give me the next chance tomorrow. But I ain't lifting my finger. But you want food? Go
Right.
get some food.
But that ain't the question, bro.
What's the question?
She asks why is a switch. So one time you not doing, and then the second time you are doing. So you are doing at
Oh, so
some
you
point.
doing the second time when you
Right,
get back.
right. It ain't you trying to confuse or just trying to manipulate.
Well, that's an. See, it
Right.
it still almost even ties in, right? Because when they take you back, you could do for a week.
Oh, you're trying to say it stop after a
Right,
while.
but you can
Yeah,
still do for a
cool.
week, and then guess what? As long as you get them back into that groove, into that mood, all right, you get some sense. You always say somebody coming back to you, hey, this nigga still ain't, you know what I'm saying? Or hey, this gal still don't dread.
Bro.
It could be a revolving door every time. As long as you keep taking them back,
Bro.
you get play, and then it's like, oh, dread.
Bro,
You know?
women could be book smart
That's the
and
psychology
man
of it.
stupid, bro.
Real. Real.
I like that. I mean, my answer to Kate was why men decide to act right, because it's like right. I was saying this, and I think I heard a psychologist say this at one time. Right, it's that, bro. A lot of dudes be thinking we do so much to try to get you, so by the time that we get you, we feel like we don't have to work no more. But I done put in all this work. Now it's
Yeah.
time for you
Man.
to show me what you got. I done do all this work to convince you to be with me.
I show you a Superman.
Yeah.
Right.
Now show me why I should stay with you.
Why are you Wonder Woman?
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like, so that goes into the whole argument of
They do.
what is equal and equal weight and equal
There's no such
footing
thing
is-
as equal. Women and men are not equal.
Yeah,
I feel like we should just debunk that now.
right. And there should. I mean, I
There's
don't
no
think
such
that
thing as
should be an
equality.
argument for
I
that.
agree,
Right.
I agree with that because it's
Right.
like we can't say equality when we know from certain principles and standards from of old will still want to be maintained.
Right.
You can't say you want equality, but you frown upon 50-50. That don't make sense.
Right.
Bro, my thing is,
That
bro,
don't make no
you
sense.
could do things I can't do, and I could do things you can't do.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you want to be equal, the literal definition of equal is the same.
Yeah.
2 and 2 is equal because it's the same.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's the only way we could be equal. Otherwise, there are things that I could benefit from that you can't, and things that you could benefit from that I can't, and that's just how it should be.
People too like can't work, man. You just can't work.
Yeah.
Let's just do what
Soon
we
as
do.
Right.
Yeah.
You just have to do what you do. Play your part.
Yeah. And then in terms for dudes trying to come back, it's like, fam, you could be the conk and let him back.
Right.
Oh, whatever,
That's the
like-
point there.
You know, you don't necessarily have to be like, oh yeah, why are you trying to act right now? It's like, you know, me personally, I don't believe, and after I break up with you, I believe necessary in trying to make amends and come back. Because it's like, wait, what I break up with you for?
Right,
And if
there's
you
a
break up
reason.
with me, you know why you break up with me.
Right.
So why, if you break up with me, you clearly say
I didn't want the relationship to end. That's her question. I didn't want the relationship to end as on the receiving end of the breakup.
No, but I'm
So-
saying if not you breaking up with her, you know, her breaking up with you.
Right. I was on the receiving end of the
Yeah.
breakup, not the giving end.
Yeah.
So I didn't want the relationship to end.
Yeah, of
I
course.
I just didn't want to give as much energy as you required. So now that I realize that I always knew what you wanted. I'm not stupid. I always knew what you wanted. I just didn't want to give it. But now that I need to give it, I will give you as much as you need in order for you to take me back.
To get
And like he
comfortable
said,
again. Right.
and as soon as that
And that
energy is no
comfortable
longer
zone
required,
lapse.
I'm going to go back to what I was doing originally.
So that's what you would do?
Did I say that?
Just reiterating the point. there.
At no point did I say that. I'm just
making sure.
I'm just putting myself in the mindset to answer these questions.
Right.
Yeah.
That's all they doing too.
All right.
Because it's like, it's so nuanced. So, okay, let's get to the next question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how many dates before telling the girl you really like her?
I guess that's more so on a case by case basis.
Yeah, I guess
So
so.
I might find out I like a person sooner than another person. So me, I can't give a definite number answer to that. But it would be as soon as I like the person, I'll tell them.
Right. For me, I'd say because it's specifically
Are we
saying
still recording on the cameras?
Yeah.
Because I heard this, like, click or something like that. It's
Oh,
still running?
Yeah, it should be running. I
No, go ahead.
well, at least since we still have one camera, right? Or whatever. For
No,
me,
that's off.
I was you could just I guess record it. I guess the whole camera shut off. Or anyway, but since we still recording and since we still got
we
sound
back on that
speed,
camera.
for me, I would say because she say to admit before the person like you say, it's a case by case, and for me that would be case by case with the person that I dating at that time or whatever. But I would have to say at least a minimum of about 3 dates. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to tell somebody too early, and you could spread those dates over time while talking in between. You know what I'm saying? But
So-
I'd say at least 3 dates, and then I'd be like, you know, I really feeling this person. If I feeling strong enough to be like, yeah, hey, la 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 la. You know what I'm saying?
So it was 3 dates until you actually feel like you like her.
Yeah, just how it just
That's fair.
basically proportionate with the bond that we connect with too. You know what I'm saying? Now, if even after 3 dates, I ain't feeling the person or I ain't feeling strong enough to say, I probably won't. It's just all about how connected to the person I feel. But I think at least by the 3rd date, I should know. You know what I'm saying? Now with me, I know with me definitely, I have a lot more patience than the average Bahamian.
'Cause
And when I date, I take a whole lot more time than the average Bahamian. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember one time I was dating somebody and we was literally just like talking and dating. We was going out and stuff like that. And it's been like 6
Ringing it
months.
out.
I know. None of that was even happening, right?
Ooh.
That's what I'm saying. None of that was even happening.
Mm.
At that time, I go on to my Kirkwood workers and they was talking to them about it. And they was like, but you gone all that time and you don't do nothing. I was like, yeah, but that's small time to me.
Right.
You know, to me, that's like
At some point, it will
a
happen.
drop of,
Right.
to me, it's like that's a drop in the bucket, bro. Like that's some
That's a
really,
bucket,
really,
bro.
really, that's like a really, really small time because
You're trying to
my
get to know
mindset, right? My mindset way further in the future at this point in time
You
when
have
it comes to
different
dating.
priorities.
You know, they saying people talking about 6 months has done a whole relationship, and I'm like, if that's a whole relationship, I sad for all relationships, bro. Because I really trying to redefine the definition of forever. And I say redefine the definition of
Speak,
forever.
King,
'cause,
speak.
you know, the definition of forever
It's
nowadays
morphin'
is
time,
2
it's
months
morphin'
and
time, bro.
2 months and 18 days. But
You can get a gal from what you just said.
Yeah. Now, for me, I feel like I don't really. When we say like, what we really mean? We talking about just attracted to the
Yeah,
person.
Right.
some
That's
kind
what I
of
got
some
from
kind
that.
of
So that's why I say-
infatuation.
All right, because
that's what
I think
got.
I'll honestly be attracted to someone, but I don't feel like I really know if I like them until probably like almost a year or so.
That's
Okay.
tough.
Or what, like if we dating, like I ain't gonna be like fully sold on you until like a lot of time passed by because it's like I know
I wouldn't want to date y'all at all.
no, because it's like for me, it's
Yeah,
like
that's
you have to
real.
separate.
Yeah,
you have
bro.
to separate attraction from to likability.
And
Right.
infatuation,
No, I
right?
feel you.
So it's like
I just didn't.
I'm
wanna date y'all.
attracted to what I see. I might be attracted to things about you, but that don't necessarily mean that I see myself being with you wholeheartedly and convinced that yeah, you're the one for me. So for me, when I start to date, and I often say this from date one, and this camera recording, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that back on.
I'm gonna look in this camera because this focus on me. From day one, date one, I already know whether we're going to continue or not because there's a lot of first dates I've been on within the last, before COVID. There's a lot of dates I've been on. Let's say going back from early 2019, you sit down, you start talking. I already know, wait, this is the first and last time, right? This ain't about to go nowhere else.
Right.
Or whatever. And I mean, the person is crappy, but it's like, fam, you ain't conducive for me, bro. Or whatever. Like, certain things, I don't see the magic, it don't click. And I was like, I told someone last night, I'm too old to waste time trying to figure out if I gonna like you, bro.
Just like you said,
Like-
preach,
like-
preach, brother.
That's why
what
it's
I
so
trying to
crazy
tell
for
you.
y'all to say 6 months to a year is the amount of time that y'all need to figure out if y'all like a person.
No, I mean, when I say that, I mean to feel sold on the person.
Right.
Right. I understand that, but bro,
Some people will get tired of waiting. I get the point.
bro.
too. I get
for
the point.
me, I don't because it's relative to the amount of time you spending with that person.
Yeah.
So it's like it gets so nuanced and detailed to get into that part. But for me, I know much sooner. Maybe I spend more time with the person more frequently. For me, I know much sooner whether or not I like the person. Like much sooner within the first couple months at minimum. Like I want to say the first month to 2 months, I already know that I like this person.
Yeah, but me not liking you don't mean necessarily we ain't gonna be dating you though.
Right.
It's just that.
Right.
Well, what?
No, okay, that's why I said it. Like we could be dating, we could be boyfriend, girlfriend, but that don't necessarily mean that I'm fully sold on you. Like
Nah,
I'm not
babe.
tripped, I'm not in love yet.
Now, see, that's where it differs for me.
Yeah,
because
bro.
Like-
For me,
You tell somebody you want to be committed with them
Yeah.
in a committed relationship, an exclusive relationship.
Yeah.
But you don't like them?
No, I might like them, right? But I wouldn't. It'd take a long time for me to be in love with them, and I might be in like with certain parts of you.
That's fair. But
So-
you want to be in a committed relationship with someone that you don't even
Yeah.
all the way like?
Well, yeah, but that's why I say it. Over the years, I've changed the way how I did it. If I feel skeptical about you from day one, I already know. Okay, let me not waste time. Because obviously, when we were in our younger 20s, you would be skeptical about a person, right? But you were like, wait, she fine, or
Right,
she
right.
makes sense for my situation.
Yeah,
or,
when we was young.
Yeah, but it's like, fam, I don't have that opportunity to do that anymore.
yeah, there's a lot more risk nowadays.
Or whatever. Like, I getting too
But there's a
old,
lot
like trying
more,
to get
yeah,
married
hold
by a
on to
certain
it.
time.
Right.
Nah. But like, so for me, it don't care about, well, the premise of the question was how many
How
much
many
dates?
dates?
Yeah, how much dates does it take?
Before
Fam, we
you
could
could
go
tell
on 10
somebody.
dates. if we make it that much or whatever, like for me, a date is we just going out and spending time with each other.
Yeah.
So, we could go on and on and on, and it could be whatever. It's no set time for me. It's just
Right.
whatever vibe
No
I
set
get.
number.
Right.
Yeah. We still have time to take more questions?
We got 8.
8
Okay.
minutes?
Mm.
All right.
Yeah,
So,
the clip is slipping now.
how many? Okay, so next question. Why do you consistently hit on girls when you have a GF and baby who are clearly posted on your social media platforms?
Mm.
I can't speak to that because I don't do that.
Right. But don't talk about not
Yeah.
being able to speak
Speak
up
and-
speak
yeah.
up that from personal experience.
Right. I
Just
like you
put
say,
yourself in the mindset.
I think the reason why you still hit on, because guess what? She is your GF. And
make that make sense.
Yeah, we have
Two-
to talk about the discrepancy between a girlfriend
And a wife.
But
Yeah.
even a lot of people would say it's the same thing.
no, but
because
I
it
want to
happens.
make a next point,
Right.
and that's going to make a lot of y'all feel some type of way. 1, you're a GF. 2, you a baby mama. And 3, you ain't a wife. So guess what? I don't really have allegiance to you, even though I should since I made a child with you. But because we have lost the value in what we perceive as what constitutes a steady relationship and knowing what is done in phases, you giving me a child don't make nothing different or whatever. That's just, you might be a bill and a child might be a bill. I don't necessarily see us as a completed family. So I still looking at other options out there. And 2, it might not even be that deep. I might just like what I see.
Right. Yeah, the answer I give to that is the answer I took away from the pod you did with those gentlemen. I can't remember that name.
Oh, you talking about shout out DJ Fun and Dr. Brown.
Yeah. So DJ Fun gave this analogy with your partner only fulfilling a certain part of what you would like to see in a relationship.
Yeah.
So the people that you see or the people that you come in contact with could possibly fulfill like different parts, right? They don't have to be the entire thing. They could just be certain pieces. And the amount of people that you entertain is the amount of pieces that they fulfill from the entire thing.
Gee.
So I thought that was really well said.
Yeah, I see what he meaning by that. And in the mindset, what I thinking of, I guess I could see some people doing it as a toxic alpha male trait, I guess, because as males, we kind of try.
Is that toxic though?
That is toxic because
Yeah.
we try, like, it's an alpha male trait, but it's a toxic alpha male trait when I say that, because as males,
I mean, that's a beta
the more that
male
we could
trait,
conquer and collect, the more, the more,
I disagree
because like
with that,
back in the days of old, the more kingdoms that you conquer or whatever, the more power you have. That's making people, in our timeline now, it makes people feel more powerful to say, well, I was
Come
able,
on, women.
right, I was able to get this one, I was able to get that
Right. I
one,
agree with
while
you,
still having a main girl.
Right.
At the same time, you know what I'm saying? Like,
But
I could do all this, I invincible.
I think the difference is. I think the difference between what you saying and what they asking is the women don't feel attracted to the men that coming on to them. They feel what's the word?
Annoyed, man.
Annoyed, pestered.
more so annoyed and
Also-
pestered because they see the relationship.
Oh,
they
so this
see
probably
your attachment
coming from this coming from somebody who is the person who ain't the girlfriend, and the dude coming on to them.
right.
And it's like, you got your woman now, bro.
Right.
What's up
right.
with that?
But this is why I say is not toxic masculinity or not beta male. It's because if I could get you still, then who am I?
You, Marco?
I'm a man.
Yeah,
If I could attract you as a man, I'm a man. I attract you as a woman, regardless of what my situation is. That's one of like traits just for my sex to attract a woman. That's what a male is, even if you don't want to call him a man.
Right.
That's what a male is. So if I could attract you in whatever state I'm in, what that make me? Or what that make everybody else?
Make everybody else a conk, because you can't be no gal talking about see your girlfriend over there and then you still fall for my tricks. That'd be
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, because it's like, and that happens a lot. Like, Yeah, I know he had a girlfriend or he had a
But-
wife. Or
But I ain't gonna lie.
But-
I used to see that a lot with one of my roommates, bro. We just was sitting down the other day. I was talking to my boys. Whatever. We used to see that. They be like, that nigga on the next level, but he
No.
was really on the next level. I was like, bro.
No, but it's like that's why they be scared. Like, oh, why? Da, 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 like, you know. And I like y'all bring up the baby drama because it's like a lot of women be like, I ain't gonna say who it is, but they was like, you know, they often
They call names.
No, we ain't got
You got it. But they often
Pretty
say,
sure.
okay, how they was dating this guy and they found out that he was still living with his baby mama
Mhm.
or whatever. Like, you know, I
What does
can't
that mean?
Fall for that trap. Like, they don't want to see. A woman will always love for you to give her the option to choose. They don't want to be deceived. Now, if you still
Right.
living with your
Women
baby,
don't like to choose. They like the decisions to be made for them. If you's a man, you make the decisions. If you's a man, you make the decisions. You don't, and this isn't like a tyranny or a dictatorship, but it's I set the table and then you make the table. You know what I mean? I put everything on the table for you to use, and then you make do with what's there.
Right. That going back, that analogy goes right back to one of my old roommates, what I was just talking about. That's just how it used to go for real, because that's why we used to think that he was like on the next level, because he used to literally spread out everything was up or whatever, right? And it was up to the gal to make a decision based on, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then it's like, she still is make the wrong decision. I'm like, bro, what you doing? I'm like, wow, how did you convince her to do that, bro? With
Bro.
all of that information you give her, and she's still like, I feel like some gals just feel like they could wreck
just-
homes.
No,
and stuff
but
like
they
that.
want the choice to choose, bro.
No,
And they
it's
just
not
choose
about
bad.
it's not about you choosing. That's not how this works.
No,
Right.
but okay, but in his scenario, what he just positioned, right? She would have probably been mad if your boy was hiding all that information from her. But he still laid the information out and she chose. So if she chose wrong, fam, that's on you.
No, I'm not saying don't be informative. Don't give them the opportunity to make the decision from like information, right? I ain't saying don't tell her that this is
Right.
my situation,
Right.
and I have a baby mother, and this is what I'm dealing with. I talking like further down the line, so that ain't the same thing. You should be honest with people.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, but my whole thing is to that is like from dudes, obviously. But before we get into that, we're gonna cut to a quick commercial break. It's gonna be morphin' time. I'm probably gonna change into another suit because that's how I'm feeling. We got it all popped down with the wife beater, and you know what it is. It's Erryting Kool. Yeah, you see. We coming right back.
Yeah, yo, son.
Hi, this is your favorite zaddy, Lord Jalen Willard from Erryting Kool, and this episode is sponsored by nobody. If you would like to sponsor an episode of Erryting Kool, feel free to email us at theoriginalpeoplenetwork@gmail.com, or you can slide in our DMs on Instagram at The Original People Network, or on Facebook, The Original People Network. Now back to your scheduled programming.
Community center.
You hear me?
Yeah, bro.
I can't hear myself. Okay, now I am. So how do we redefine relationship? First of all, EVA choose you. All right.
Dope.
But gotta catch 'em all, Pokemon.
Ooh.
Actually, gotta catch 'em all, Kanimon.
Get off, bro.
Well, yeah, we back on another episode of Erryting Kool.
Redefine courting, redefine relationships.
Marco suggests that we redefine everything when it comes to love. Courting, relationships, marriages.
Because the popular opinion is, right, before it's even exclusive or committed, that if I'm talking to a girl and she finds that I'm talking to another girl, then somehow I'm less of a man.
Yeah.
I don't understand that at all.
And some people get mad when I be like, fine, we could talk, but I just want to keep my options open.
Right. But you let's put that to the side, being honest and upfront.
Right.
Me and you have never, like, we haven't said anything. I don't even know you yet. So how is me talking to somebody else and doing the same thing I'm doing with you out of bounds?
Don't need a world would ever know, bro. Well, we trying to figure out these things. You know, we got 3 love gurus in the building.
Don't call me that.
My,
But you, Mark, you are a guru, bro. It might not be love.
I'm energy.
Oh, he's an energy guru.
No, just energy.
Okay, he just energy.
right. You just
So, I got into my stance. So let's continue with the questions.
Mhm.
Hold on.
By our lovely public, our loyal fan base.
From my loyal fan base, okay, what does it take? Why does it take? Interesting. Why does it take them so long to be straight up and real? Also, why everyone's so stuck on playing typical relationship roles? What is even a relationship role?
Yeah, typical relationship role.
Yeah.
That should elaborate more on that.
I do what men
what's the
do
first
and
part
you do
again?
what
Why it
women
takes
do.
them so long to?
I pay for
Why
your
it
meal.
takes them so long to be straight up and
I
real?
open the door for you.
You
So-
talking about chivalry?
Yeah.
Ain't nobody. I don't think nobody's
Interesting.
trying to get taken advantage of. So that's why everybody taking so long. Everybody can stay on the defense. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can play a defensive game until the next one. Whoever break their wall first. It could just be a chip away type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, but I ain't gonna say I love you first because I can look like a count. Or you can try as long as you know you feel like you got me wrapped around. You thinking like, oh, I got him now. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I can make him do anything.
Yeah,
and
people
if
do
you
take
start to show
advantage
that,
of you,
right?
bro.
If you start to show that, they might try to take it and blow it out of proportion, yada yada yada, this and that. And that's where we lost a lot of genuinity in people and in the world. Like a lot of people ain't really genuine no more.
Because it's tough. People take advantage of you.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean-
And that sucks because people just need to know how to do better. We all grown adults nowadays. Like, why are you still playing games? And, you know,
Why are you still playing games?
why is this still a thing? Like,
Why is
Love
still
is a
thing?
game, bro.
relationships
Really?
and stuff became so toxic
You have to
over
play
the
it.
next couple of years, you know?
But my answer to that is why people don't be straight up and real is because we've learned for such a long time that it's better to tell a lie than the truth.
Yeah, dread the lies way more interesting.
Yeah. But it's like I find it within myself what works for me. Every time when I just be like, wait, that's what it is, that's what it ain't. I feel like that's worked more better. Like what we was talking about over the break. If you
Work
give them the
better
option.
in what way?
Like, okay,
Yeah,
if I
right.
tell you,
Right.
okay, this is like, let me lay out this scenario. I never do this, but if I tell a girl, right, right, from, you know, I got a girlfriend, but I, you know, I can see you too.
Yeah, I work all the time. I work
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah, but that's better than, boy, I ain't with nobody, man. I love you, baby.
That's because they don't believe they got the juice to pull it off. That's what all it is. If you're
Right.
confident enough that you could pull off 2 of them at the same time and both of them know about each other, then you do it.
Right.
If you don't, you don't.
And best case scenario, if you're smart enough as
That's all
a
it
woman
is.
or whoever, you ain't gonna let nobody treat you for conking. And they tell you, boy, I got a girlfriend. You be like, yeah, after that. I ain't dealing with that.
Bro,
No, 'cause that's
if you have the juice,
People smart.
if you have the juice,
You
you
think
can
they
pull
can
it
still
off.
fall for it?
You could pull off anything if you got the juice, bro. A lot
I
of
feel
people
like I
ain't got the juice.
but I ain't gonna do it.
I think that's why people don't be a
You gotta try it so you can know if you have the juice or not.
I ain't gonna try it either.
Try it, bro.
I have no desire to try
Bro,
it.
Nah.
try it.
Even with the juice.
No, but I feel like depending on what you want, like I said, I've told people before, like, fine, we could talk. I just like to keep my options open. Variety is a spice of life, you know. But you know,
Sprinkle some variety on that.
yeah. But it's like you know, I think honesty. Obviously, I ain't got time to play them kind of games, but it's like we don't favor honesty. Cause okay, let's take it different for a scenario. Let's say you tell a girl like you on hard times, or for real, okay, let's say okay, you live with your folks. You don't have your own spot yet, or you don't have your own car.
If you have the juice, that don't matter.
That's true.
The juice is the great equalizer, bro. The
That's
great
true.
equalizer. You could have nothing but the
That
juice.
is also true for me.
And you straight.
Now,
Yeah.
see, some people, you could be honest with some people, but some people like to play forget to sometimes too. They just create this own narrative in their head. And then by time, you know, a certain time come, they be like, you never tell me that. Yes, I told you that from the get-go. Let me pull the receipts up.
Right.
And then they could create a still different story with the fuck in front of their face now. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta watch out for them type
But to
people
go back
too.
to your point, if you don't have the juice, that's tough. That's tough, bro. A lawyer.
But you in lie though, like, because I feel
that's
like
true, bro.
I feel like me personally, like, there's a lot of things I got away with because I'm me versus certain things other people do. It ain't a habit for them.
That's true. You
Yeah, like,
the juice does matter, bro.
Juice is very important, bro.
Very
It's
important.
vital. Literally vital.
indeed.
It's the difference between this and this. Yes and no.
So, another question. I was constantly talking to different women. They say men don't court anymore. They don't put the time and effort.
What is courting?
So basically, okay, you see interest into a young lady, or it could be older lady, whatever your preference. And you don't do the small things like buying flowers, writing poems, letters to express your interest.
All right, twofold. Why do I have to do that?
I mean, that's what they say in
Right. Why do I have to do that? Can I get you without doing that?
If you got the juice,
Yeah.
Can I get you without doing
You
that?
got the juice.
Right.
I mean, you can't, but I'm saying a lot of them saying men don't court no more.
Because I don't have to.
yeah, this is a new
Circle
time.
back to the
this
very
a new
first
time
thing I
of day.
said.
So-
Why do I do anything that I don't have to do? People don't do things that they don't want to do or they don't have to do.
It's true.
It's
That's
very
true.
energy efficient times we living in. Right.
Energy efficient time. We need to coin that.
Right,
Right. The second thing, are you worth that?
Are you worth that? For you, boy, you gonna have some
Are you gonna-
girls
right,
at you?
Right, but 'cause are you gonna say they worth it when you literally in a that's a process. You can't really define if they worth it.
Yeah.
When you have to go through the process
No,
to see if
your
they
worth is based on me.
You see?
Well, yeah.
But
say
you
that.
should-
You have
Right,
your
that-
own worth,
but you
and
should-
I have my worth of you.
No, it's
Yeah.
like if
So
you
I
value
got-
her at her worth.
Huh?
Do you value her worth?
Right.
Yeah.
So your worth is different. Art could be the same based on where we at. But if I don't feel like you're worth it, I'm not going to do it.
Now I know we ain't gonna be speaking for all ladies on this one, right?
Yeah.
Well, let's say ain't speaking for every situation, but sometimes the appreciation for courting really ain't showed because you
Right.
have one or two videos online where you see the dude buy the flowers and then the gal them just throwing in your face or she going out for lunch with the next boy.
Yeah.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah, bro.
get throw in your face and it's like, bro, do I really want to spend this energy to do that when
Bro, they don't have a
Nigga
frame of
sound-
reference for it, so they don't appreciate it.
Right, it's like, babe, that's my money, my time, and energy, babe. And then if I doing this and it don't work out, you'd be like, man, hey, shoot.
Once
I mean, you
bitten,
shouldn't
twice
be
shy.
scared to You shouldn't be scared to take those leaps and stuff like that, because if you about it, you about it. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like really appreciate this, babe, and don't come back after you lose me talking about mother sector. Nope, forget.
So I think maybe in those situations, discernment is key.
Very key.
Okay, so why you could say discernment, but I can't say, are you worth it?
No,
see-
but
you see what I'm saying?
that's two different things.
That's the same thing.
That's not
bro.
the same thing. 'cause
Okay, explain it.
Why
then.
I saying that is
Explain it and then
you saying if you
put
worth
your
it,
foot in
right?
your mouth.
No, I ain't gonna put my foot in my mouth. I ain't even talking to your situation. No, I talking about what PG saying, who to give to court and do all those things to. But okay, but no, but
You literally just said it, bro.
no. But well, okay, what I take from what you're saying, right, is you're questioning everyone to see if they're worth it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say necessarily to do, okay, you ain't worth to do that too. Now, I mean, we basically almost saying the same thing.
We literally saying the same thing.
yeah, so
I guess it could get taken a slight thing because I
I probably
than
how
likely you
I
would do
say
that.
this
No.
less harsh than
No,
how
right.
you
Likely
say it.
you
Right,
would-
So
that's the
what-
difference. Yeah.
But I guess it could still be split a little bit because it's like
Yeah.
more than likely you could put that energy to somebody who you want to and
Right.
who is your type.
You feel that they worth that.
right. Okay.
Now
yeah,
it sound harsh,
Man.
but
Right.
bro, you can't be telling them sweet stuff all the time. That's what's get them in trouble.
But you know, but it's like
You gotta break the
um,
box. Shout out Ben.
yeah. So I don't really feel like you should court anybody. I think
you still should, but then you just got to be strategic about it.
yeah.
Just
so
go
it's
and
like
get some ice cream, do some small
My
stuff.
guy,
amazing.
my guy, court me. How about that?
Yeah, women, you
Yeah.
could court men too.
How about that?
Don't ever
bro?
think that it's supposed to be a one-way street, bro.
Yeah.
Right. If I courting you, let's just say we going through the process of me courting you.
Yeah.
I put all that energy and effort into you. What are you doing?
That's a good question.
Looking pretty and
I
smiling.
showing you how much I like you, and eventually you're gonna like me.
Man.
So what? The entire time that I was showing you how much I like you, what were you doing?
Yeah, what you...
No, but that's why I think a lot of
use-
women getting kicked in the backside.
Right. So we get into the relationship. I do more than my part.
Yeah.
Right. So when we get out, now it's your time to shine. That's what
Yeah.
you're saying
Now it's your
earlier.
time
Yeah,
to shine.
exactly.
You haven't been doing anything after the fact.
Yeah.
So if you do journey, ladies, that means he can keep it up just as much.
And then
Right.
also to play off your
give
part.
me an incentive.
Also to play off y'all. If you keep on sucking, it's like, fam.
Not gonna have anything left.
At 2 and I gonna look for somebody else who ain't gonna just a leech. Or what? They just all you doing is draining and draining and draining and draining. And you ain't providing them something. So it's like back to the discernment. You gotta discern who you put energy into, because everybody is they're just energy vampires out there. So but
It is what it is, ladies.
it really is what it is.
You gotta get your cookies up.
So how do y'all feel about going Dutch on a date?
My guy.
Let me explain this.
You want to get your stuff off first.
Right.
All right, do your thing.
Because there's a big... A lot
Did
of
we
people-
talk about the 50-50 situation earlier?
No.
Yeah,
All right.
a couple episodes. Not in this episode, but
Right.
couple episodes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
let me
Go ahead.
give people an understanding on this too, because some people don't really understand Dutch.
You going into the etymology?
Yeah, like what's the actual terminology? Like somebody paying for the whole date, who's supporting the whole date. Somebody going Dutch, and then half and half, right? Because
What's the difference between Dutch and half
think,
and half?
Yeah,
Right.
some people would think Dutch and half supposed to be the same thing.
No.
When Dutch really speaks to, we just take care of ourselves on the date.
Right.
That necessarily ain't a half and half. A half and half, you gotta say like you go Dutch, and you have a bill of 200, and my stuff costs 150, and yours costs 50. Bops, y'all put that together. You pay your 50, I pay my 150. To me, that's more of a Dutch. A half and half would be the bill costs $200, regardless
each.
of whoever get what, 100 each. Bops. So people understand like that's differences too. Or
Right.
if one person go all and they just pay for everything one
Plenty
time.
times it's
You know
be
what I'm
like a
saying?
lapse in communication to where
Right.
people think it's one
So-
way and be another way, and that's where all the
So
confusion
when
comes
y'all
from.
hear people say go Dutch, just take care of yourself on the date. And I don't think nothing wrong with any of those three anyway. I don't think anything wrong with any of those three. Like going Dutch, I don't have no problem going Dutch. You know what I'm saying? It's just good to communicate that from before the date start. You know what I'm saying? See where they head at.
Yeah. Well, I don't see a problem with it because I remember I was in a relationship where, and I think, in a way, I wish that I could have more relationships like that relationship where it was like, it was a no thing. Well, I wasn't in the best financial situation, so a lot of times when we went out, we went Dutch. Or like, by some made her feel special because I'll be home, I'll cook meals, go grocery shopping, blah, say, blah, say, blah. So it's like, I always say it's best on what you want to do, but some women
Right.
don't want
Right.
no dude who go on 50-50 with them. And
But-
that's
And
understandable.
it just goes back to my earlier point. Just don't count work, man. If you're all genuine, you shouldn't be counting work.
Right. But this is my thing. If I approach you, then I should pay.
Indeed.
If you approach me, then I think that's where the paradigm shifts. But if we come together, as two people and say that we want to make something work without somebody approaching the other person, then it could be an understanding. It could be more communication.
Right.
But you can't expect to take a girl out and not pay.
Of course.
You
like,
asked me to come.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I said
Yeah, I get
yes, but
Yeah.
you
But
initiated.
I think dudes are lame for doing that. Like, how you ask a girl out and you expect the bill come and you be like, man, you
Yeah.
can't pay for it. But that's so lame, bro.
That is kind of
Like, that's right. That's lame, bro. Like,
You have to know where you are in life.
like
If
for
you
real.
can't pay for it, then don't take it out. It's,
Yeah,
like you
just-
said, you
yeah.
can cook
That's
for the
it. Just
person.
use strategy.
You
Like,
could like just spend time with her. Netflix is free.
Or
and,
like even
if you
bro,
already
ice
pay
cream
for
in
it,
the park or
That's
something,
what I'm
bro.
saying. Just
do
use strategy.
something like you have the budget for. Like
Yeah.
budget for these things.
Right.
But you know, because you know this girl's gonna test your pocket when it comes to
Right.
Oh,
eating
yes,
out, bro.
indeed.
And then that's enough of an indicator to what you trying to do, like
Yeah.
later on as well. If you want to take on future dates, you can't afford this girl.
Yeah.
So leave her where you have met her.
And see, that's a good strategy because why? Don't ever start off with a big bang.
No, because you can't keep that up.
Don't
Yeah.
start off with the big bang. I learned that. I literally learned that in dating. I'm like, before I used to be like, let me see how impressive I could be at first. And I was
Right.
like, nah,
That's not
babe,
you,
that's,
though.
that
Nah.
is not the way to go.
I mean-
Even though I could have maintained it, it still ain't the way to go
No.
because
Nah.
you gotta always outdo yourself each and every time. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if you start on a smaller scale, you killing two birds with one stone
Yeah.
because if she down to earth and could appreciate that from a small, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta be
Then the
Clark
stuff going
Kent
up.
before you be Superman.
Right.
Indeed. And then, you know, also it's like, don't impress her by what you do.
Yeah.
I just waiting for this track to
Yeah,
buy.
Right.
Don't impress her by what you do. Impress her by who you are.
Right.
Of course.
So if you ain't him, I'm sorry for you, my G.
Sorry, my
You ain't got the
G.
juice.
Like, cause it's like from, right? Like when I hear some of the horror stories women go through on dates, what dudes be trying to do, bro. I be like, bro, how you get yourself in that situation,
Bro, because they juiceless.
And then like,
Real.
They sans juice.
Real.
It's tough out here, bro. You gotta understand it's pretty underprivileged people out here.
yeah, and then it's like, you know, it's all about how you play the situation and who don't want to see it as, oh, y'all saying dating is a game, love is a game. I mean,
It is.
it's chess.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
yeah,
a good thing.
Life as a
Whole as a game.
collective, right.
It's chess, bro. Like it's how you play and position and gesture and like it's always going to be like that. I y'all could take it as seriously as y'all want to be, but it's like,
Right.
bro,
And that's why you lose.
exactly. So it's always tactics to everything. It ain't nothing just straight up. But
I got one.
Yeah, but sorry for the women who put in them precarious situations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really feel for y'all.
Yeah, I remember.
Because it's tough for them, bro. They at the mercy of a man in that situation. They
Yeah.
probably get picked up. They ain't got no other way to get back for the most part. They might not bring no money with them. I know a lot of women who don't bring money.
and they
with
shouldn't do that. Women always bring your own money, bro, just in case that you run
yeah,
into
I mean,
these-
I think that should be taught, and women should know that. They
Bro,
really should know
sometimes they
that.
be broke.
No,
I'm
women
really
should
getting
know
into
better.
that. No, well, we get into that.
Women should know better.
I'll just go ahead to your question.
Yeah, shout out to my girl Deb. She sent me in this question.
Uh,
Okay, so it was one question where she was saying, how do we prioritize family and friends over the person that you in a relationship with or spouse? So it's like, what's the percentage of you giving time to this side against that side?
My guy, we getting too technical. You serious, man?
That's what the question was.
Yeah, like
I-
not to disrespect or discredit her
Right.
opinion or her question, but it's that you just go based on feeling. I spend time with you. I feel like that's enough. I
Yeah.
spend time with this person. I feel like that's enough. I can't tell you, but you spend 70% of your time. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't even know what you do on a daily basis. I don't know what that other person do on a daily basis. You might not be able to spend as much time as you want based on your schedule. So only you can answer that question.
Indeed. And then I also feel with that, it's like, I think I always believe in balance. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, yeah, you wait. And someone brought up this question the other day, like how much days per week you should see your significant other. And I was like, fam, for me personally, I'm not a clingy lover. So I'm fine with seeing you every 2 weeks. Some people might be like, bro, I gotta see you every day. Some people might say 2
As
days.
often as you need to.
Yeah, some people might say 2 days per week, 3 days per week.
It shouldn't be that cut and dry, bro. It shouldn't be like a schedule based. We people.
Right, that's an
Like,
excellent.
what kind of thing?
Just
is
once
this,
you're
dog?
responsible with it.
An animal in an exhibit.
Once you're responsible with it, I think that's.
I mean, but I think the practicality behind the allotted times is how people could better, like, I guess, count and weigh how much time you spend and how much time you
Bro, if I have free time and you have free time and we want to see each other, let's do that.
Rops.
If we don't want to see each other, let's not see each other. If I have things I need to do, I can't see you. That's just how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, people ain't practical like that, bro. They
That's
need
that's an
they need
interesting-
the accounts, the numbers and balances. Okay, in a week, how many days I can expect to see you? Okay, how many times we gonna go out per week? How many things we gonna do this? What is 50-50? What is an equal relationship? What you should be doing? What I should be doing?
I understand that we need to communicate in those things. That's important. But I don't feel like we should be as stringent on those things. I feel
Agreed.
like they should be more free flowing.
That's totally agreeable. But how many days? Okay, so when you're in a relationship, do you see your significant other like frequent?
When I was in a relationship,
Yeah.
I was seeing. Okay, so we was in a pretty. I could talk about when we don't live with each other because we had a relationship when we both were in college.
Okay.
So I used to see it.
It was a
Like,
long distance
Long
relationship.
no, we both were in college, the same college.
Okay.
So I used to see it every day, all day. Basically, I don't think I ever gone a day without seeing her. Right? So let's put that to the side. That's like a quote unquote outlier. For the most part, you don't live with your significant other. So when we both lived here in Nassau and we lived in different households, I'd see her. I'd see her maybe once a week. Once a week, a few times every couple weeks, but it wouldn't go like more than 2 weeks without me seeing her at least once.
All right.
Because we'd be doing something. So, I mean, and then we younger too, so we don't really have the transportation as, as accessible, or we don't have a place that we could go to be alone in that kind of way.
Right.
So I guess it's also different in that way as well. So if we older, we more established with transportation and living arrangements, I don't see why we can't see each other way more often than that. But I don't really care how often I see you as long as I see you enough for me. It's not like I need to see you every day. I just need to see you as much as I need to see you as much as I can.
Once you get your fill.
Right.
Okay, so how was that change from seeing each other every day to once every like week?
Well, it's an adjustment, but the adjustment was easier because we came from already doing that before.
Okay, so did that affect your relationship?
Maybe more on her side than mine.
So what if once a week isn't like, what if
If it ain't enough for her,
yeah.
then we need to talk about it.
Yeah.
So how do you figure out a compromise in that situation?
We would try to see each other more often as much as our facilities could allow. So if I'm able to see you more, I'll try to. If I can't, and ain't nothing we could do.
Because I often hear women they'll complain about a man not working at all, but then they'll complain about a man working too much.
It's an accent.
Well, that's the balance you're talking about.
yeah.
But at the
It's all
same
about
time, you have to understand what my priorities are. Now, if as a man, I don't communicate my priorities to you, then there's confusion. And if there's confusion, that confusion lies on my head. I have to quell confusion as a man. You know what I mean? I bring stability. So if you confused about something, I mean, I didn't communicate it clearly enough.
There is mass confusion going on.
So I have to tell you, my work come first before you. I was working before I met you, and I'm gonna be working if our relationship ends.
Right.
I need to provide for myself, and if we continue our relationship to another level, you would like me to provide for you as well. So you got to understand the pecking order. And just because I put my work over you doesn't devalue you as a person. That just means I have my own priorities. Be two different people. I wouldn't come between you and what you like to do or what fulfills you for my selfish desires. I mean, if you do something like that, I have to look at you different. Why are you in this relationship?
Indeed.
Do you really care about me? Because this is what I care about.
But then that's a whole other conversation where it's like when somebody wants to be your first priority, but you don't have room in your life for that.
Bro, a woman would always try to be your first priority. But if a woman is your first priority, you no longer have that woman.
What you mean?
She don't want to be your first priority, bro. Because that means she have control over your life. A woman don't want to control her man, bro.
Who says
Some
that?
might. Some might
Bro,
want
Who
to.
says that?
Any woman who control her man don't like that man.
She like
That's
power.
a-
She probably just like
that's
power.
a
But
dis-
who says
One-
that, bro?
One, that's a dysfunctional relationship. And two, she probably cheating on him.
Yeah, but I don't think no woman gonna say they don't want to be first priority in their mind's life, bro.
Every woman wants structure. So if she wants structure and she control you, she don't have structure.
Yeah, but I ain't talking about the structure part. I talking about
All of it tied together.
no, but when they think priority, that means fam, ain't nobody above me.
What you mean, as in a person?
It could be person or it could be, the only persons they in their minds, the only persons that should be above them is core family and God, bro.
Well, I above you too.
Yeah, I am a person. I count.
No, but I'm saying actually they don't even factor in you trying to put yourself first.
Right.
So
That ain't crazy.
So
That's
that is
crazy, yeah.
or whatever. So in their mind, it's like only God and your family should be above me.
Bro, some women want them to be above God in your life on a pecking order.
Wow.
That's where, as a man, bro, as a man, you say, this is how it is. This. Not however your mind perceives it to be. This is how it is. And that's it. There's certain things you can't compromise on as a man, bro. Because if you compromise on certain things, you lose that. You lose that woman. She don't respect you no more, bro. If you could compromise on this, what else you can compromise on? I mean, I have you like this.
Around the finger.
Yeah, that's true.
You
Get
lose
'em.
all your manhood, bro.
Yeah, son.
But what do y'all think about? I always say this: I would never ever date a broke woman again, bro.
Yeah, I don't really care how much money you have.
I care about how much money you have.
I get, but
For-
if you have
for-
money, I guess.
For the main reason is if you don't have money, you're gonna be looking at mine.
You think so?
Yeah. But before we get into that, we're gonna take a quick break after these messages and come right back.
It's your neighborhood Zaddy.
Hi, this is your favorite zaddy, Lord Jalen Willard from Erryting Kool, and this episode is sponsored by Nobody. If you would like to sponsor an episode of Erryting Kool, feel free to email us at theoriginalpeoplenetwork@gmail.com, or you can slide in our DMs on Instagram at The Original People Network or on Facebook, The Original People Network. Now back to your scheduled programming.
I'm back. I used the growth mushroom.
Evie, use taco.
Throw it, yeah, babe. That's it.
So, we back on relationship pod. So we left off. And I'm about to get it. On if you want to date a
on
broke
Justin
gal.
saying he ain't dealing with no broke hoes.
I ain't dealing with no broke gal, bro. Because I dealt with one before.
Because he's superficial.
No, bro, because it's like, I feel like, bro, we adults. Certain things you should have, bro. You shouldn't be expecting no man. You can't expect no man to be purchasing your lady things, bro. Or be in a jam to where you can't even take care of
That
yourself.
look, though.
What?
No, I talking about like
You mean feminine products?
feminine
Right.
products,
All
bro.
right. What are you talking about?
What you mean? No, I'm saying, bro. I'm saying you can't be that, bro, where you can't maintain your own self.
Why not?
I just listen, Lord.
No, I only asking you a question.
Listen, I
You
don't
say you
want.
can't. I asking you why not?
Because I'm at the age where I'm not dating no one that's not financially responsible, bro.
That's fine.
That's it.
Or whatever. I understand their situations and hard times, but that don't mean
You just ain't gonna fund that.
exactly.
You ain't taking money out of your pocket to buy no pods.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then two, I ain't even gonna try to force you in a relationship because you need to go focus on yourself and get yourself straight
That's it.
or whatever. And that goes for both
Both
parties.
sides,
Like,
right.
don't date and you broke.
Right. Responsibility definitely is.
Like, where your responsibility is to yourself. Stop looking for people and trying to get them caught up in your mess. Clean
Right.
yourself up first,
right.
and then
that's
come
fair.
correct, bro.
right.
So for me, like I was like, bro, I
your
ain't.
priority is definitely all over the place if you're looking for a woman and you don't have any
Same
money.
thing. Right.
Yeah, like that's crazy. But I was like, bro, I ain't dating no girl who ain't got her own car, bro. Why?
Go ahead.
Why I say
They
that?
say
No, why I said it is it's like, for one, I just have things to do. So when they see you have car, they think, oh, I can just ask such and such to take me this place. I say, no, fam. I got a part to do. I got this to do.
but
I
you
got
can just
that.
communicate that.
Yeah, I wouldn't have a problem
Right.
if I just let her know and she cool with it. Like she got the
Fam,
main thing is
ain't
she
gonna
gotta be cool with
bro.
it.
She
You
ain't gonna
can't
be
say
cool.
that. You can't say that.
Right.
say
Because
that.
she have to be understanding enough to understand like, this and that. Even if we could compromise some way that
Yeah.
if I have that much to do, like how you have a lot to do too, right? If she able to drop me to these places, if she need to use my car or whatever, and I cool with that.
Right.
And then she just responsible enough to come back on time whenever, you know what I'm saying?
And that's
Like,
also if you have that particular
Something that-
relationship.
And that's
guess
if you
so.
trust. And I don't trust no
Right.
one
With that particular relationship.
Yeah. But it's
Right.
like like I saying, it's like you have to meet. See, us men for too long we don't have standards. Women have prerequisites for us. Why we don't have any for them?
We have prerequisites, but not bro. You have to be able to enforce those.
Right. Some dudes they don't really just stand on them.
Right.
They just
That's
No.
why they not men.
Okay,
Right.
so what's your prerequisites for getting into a relationship?
That's crazy, bro. I haven't thought about those. But
that's funny.
to be fair with you, because I'm not really looking for a relationship.
Okay,
Okay,
why aren't
so
you
I don't
looking
have-
for a
that's
relationship?
fair.
Because I feel like I'm more important than a relationship right now.
You're more important. I like that, Marco.
That's good.
Right.
That's good.
No, but I feel like I was like, yo, I holding everybody. You gonna hold me to a high standard? I holding you to a high standard, bro.
That's only fair.
Yeah,
Like,
that's just really
no,
only
fam.
fair.
I ain't about to just date you because you pretty. Like, forget that, bro. What you saying, bro?
Right.
What's your value system? What you think about health? What you think about finances, bro? What's your spiritual life like? The same standard you holding me to, I holding you to the same one. So that's me. But go ahead, PG.
So with me with standards, I guess definitely the key thing what I not learned but I knew from a long time, but we're really sinking in high right now. Nothing trumps responsibility, babe. If you could be responsible for first yourself and you take that to a very serious standard, then everything else could fall in line. Because once you're able to be responsible, you just understand things on a different perception level. You know what I'm saying? Even if things handed to you, you making your own way or whatever, and you have to take care of somebody else, you have to take care of yourself. Once you got that responsibility level there, that's the main priority of me. Then comes like loyalty, love, all the little general typical stuff.
Right.
Right? And all that stuff. But to me, I was thinking like later down the line, I probably can start a podcast myself, a mini cast or whatever.
Hey.
Where
Empowering these
The
men.
love guru.
right. You know how people say common sense.
Mm.
I want to start something they call reality sense and practical sense.
Mm.
Because common sense is one thing, but then a lot of people don't know how to really think practically.
Mm.
And a lot of people don't really know how to think realistically. You know what I'm saying? And that goes, I think all those go hand in hand with being responsible too. You know what I'm saying? So that would be like my standards. And another standard is like Marco say too, I value me a lot too. So that's where my standards like
I feel like I'm the
standards
catch,
I
bro.
give myself.
Yeah,
you gotta somewhat match them and stuff like that too. I ain't gonna come just because you tell me you like me. I supposed to fall for that, or you showing me some energy or whatever. Because you could like me and you could be the most irresponsible person on earth, and I'm like I could put myself in the trap of that, and I could be stupid, and I ain't trying to be no conk fried. You know what I'm saying? Just because I go on and fall for you because you look a little good and you tell me say yeah, baby.
Yeah.
La, 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 la. that's crazy. We too old right now. You know what I'm saying? We done
And
over.
I agree with Marco, bro. That's how I feel. I'm the catch, bro.
Right.
You ain't just the catch. I'm the catch
definitely
too,
catch
bro.
too. Especially
whatever.
knowing, especially like you say, especially knowing my background and the values and morals and stuff that I have. You know what I'm saying? How I can go for one little dirty bungie, how I let a little dirty bungie trap me. Me being at the caliber that I is, and I can boast and be proud of myself right now because I feel like I had a very high caliber. And then some dirty bungie come and just la 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 la, and I'm like, what?
Because then too, you have to think about it from the perspective that a lot of depending on the number of relationships or the number of interactions you have with people, they could say that they had you. Whereas in another situation, if you felt like certain situations were, I don't want to say below you, but you felt like they weren't conducive to you, then you can separate yourself and you have more to offer because you have less attachments. A lot of times, especially in Nassau, where everyone knows everybody, if I see you with a certain person, or if I know that people that I know have dealt with you, then people try to devalue you based on that. I don't want to get mixed up with that.
Oh man, that's something
that's very
kind of
interesting.
haunting me now. To go, I'm like, bruh.
It's haunting you.
Yeah, but
What you mean it haunted?
it's flicking annoying. It's flicking annoying because I mean, like, even when I was in like the dating process, like a few years back or whatever, like,
Hold on,
this is why it's so important when people say mind your own business. Because at the end of the day, I was in a dating process a few years back. I was actually dating 2 people at one time. I told those people from Jump Street, look.
hold on, what you mean you was dating? That you was committed to both of them?
No, I wasn't
dating
committed.
is
I was
not committed.
dating.
Or you
right.
just
I
was like,
just
courting?
trying to, right, in
All
a
right,
courting phase,
okay.
trying to feel out, I let them know, all 2 of them off the bat, look, I dating you and I dating somebody else. How y'all feel about that? If any time you want to leave, you could leave. And, you
Like
know what
a
I'm saying?
G,
All
like
the
the
formalities.
PG,
All the
the P and
formalities
the G.
on the table or whatever.
Both.
And they actually did handle it very good up until then, when you had to try to start
Both
making a decision,
of 'em.
one, catch a little bit more feelings. And that long story short. But
Right.
my point,
don't
going
have
back to
nothing to do
saying
with
people
you,
got to mind their businesses.
Right.
When somebody see me out with that person, they go run to the next person.
Oh,
If
I see this one
if they
out with
know the
this
person,
one and-
I la 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 la. I have the pictures and la 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 la. You get and play la 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 la, and they don't know the story.
No.
of what I tell them. You know what I'm saying?
Because they only know what they see.
They only
Yeah.
know what they see. Or even if I ain't with none of them two, and I just out with
someone
other
that-
friends who might be of the opposite thing. This
Bro.
nigga's a dog.
Yeah.
He's a
Bro,
la, la,
you
la,
could
la.
be in a car
And I'm
with
like,
your sister, bro.
Right,
Yeah.
because people saw me in cars too.
You could be in the car with your sister and somebody who don't know don't know the person you with, only know you. You in the car with a girl, and that's your girlfriend. Automatically, that's
right,
your girlfriend.
automatically,
Or
y'all
you-
grinding, y'all this. Like,
you the biggest gallus because you always with
Right,
this girl.
'cause you always see him
Are
with
you
the
talking
girl.
to this
La,
girl
la,
or
la,
you always
la,
on the
la, la,
first
la.
like fam?
But I
Platonic
remember one time.
relationships.
I remember one time I was literally out. I was literally out, chilling with one gal and her friend. That's 3 of us now.
Hey.
Hey.
Right?
The P and the G.
We chilling, and it's cool. Like we just at the bar having drinks in a social setting. You know what I'm saying? One of her friends seeing all us chilling or whatever, and then she called me over saying, "Hey, and you know this next person, and y'all two was in." I was like, "No, we was in a relationship." La 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 la, and she trying to ask me about stuff, and then this one who called me and interrogating me, she has her other friend too with her, and then I just trying to figure out a little bit more about how you and the next person who I was dating, know each
what's
other.
your affiliation?
And the next friend jumping in front. You don't got nothing to say to her. She ain't interested in you. La, la, la. She trying to defend her
she
thing.
cock block it.
Looking like I trying to
She
come on to her.
blocked something that they didn't even.
I ain't even trying to come on
you
to
ain't
this
even
gal.
shoot.
I ain't even trying to shoot
You
no
on the-
shot.
you
She
on the
trying to.
bench.
She
It's a-
feel like because I could have gone and dated a person and I out with other people and then that I said, and I'm like, but you see why y'all always have to either get punched, I'm out shooting. Like, not saying that I promote violence, but babe, that would piss somebody off, babe, because it's
Nah,
like
I get that, bro.
I ain't shooting my shot at your friend.
I get
ain't
that,
even
bro.
out with y'all. Where you come from, interrupting. You know what I'm saying? Where you come from, thinking that you know me. Because you see, the
It's a lot of etiquette.
a
that's
story
not
that you
followed,
think
bro.
you know. You clearly know me. And because I trying to just find out a little bit more, I trying to shoot a shot. people interpretation of things whack, babe.
No, bro, it ain't just that. Women just feel like they have a lot more leeway than they actually do.
Real, babe, people whack, babe.
No, but
People
I ain't
need
gonna
to
lie.
stop that, babe.
I ain't gonna lie, Pete. You can't feel no type of way about that, bro.
Real,
It's
I
like-
mean, and that's the thing. I don't.
no,
I
no.
don't
Let me
get
say
too-
why. I can say why. Go ahead.
Like, yeah,
can say why
I ain't
I
gonna
said that.
stay. That's the thing. I ain't gonna really let it stress me out because it ain't make no sense. Because evidently people could still when I even want to go back into into the dating whatever. So I learned to not take it like wearing on my shoulder. I ain't really stressing about it because if I let that thing on, I ain't gonna really live no comfortable relationship. And
So why
I
you
ain't
can't
fair.
feel aware about that?
Because this the thing. This how I've been in situations where you trying to talk to my friend and you just talk to everybody, and I just be like, so what?
like mind your
Hold on,
business.
I can look at the camera.
Oh, my boy got on mic there. What? This you go.
I can say so what? Because if I like you and your friend and y'all know about each other,
And I have the juice.
so what? I think both of y'all are attractive and y'all could potentially be wives. So what? Okay, I trying to talk to y'all. All right. Y'all gonna stop me from doing it?
Right. And
You
I,
gonna stop talking to me?
right.
You all gonna tell each other to stop talking to me? You gonna still like me, and or if you don't, you don't. So
Right.
I'm like, fam, I ain't sweating it.
And I can tell you one thing for damn sure. Once I pick that person to be in a relationship, I can be a one woman man and I can make sure my gal know that.
Yeah, we
You know
need to
what I
talk about
trying to say?
polygamy soon.
I can make sure my gal know that and she ain't gotta feel no type of way.
Head up.
And when people come and tell her la, she could done like
I feel like we
I
talked
don't know
about
the
that before,
story.
though.
You know
Nah,
what I'm
we
saying?
didn't.
My gal could done know it's good.
Interesting. But it's like, fam,
But that's all the questions. We already hit all the questions.
yeah. Well, I feel like, bro, like they be like, okay, why you feel like you gotta talk to everybody and things like it's like, fam, I'm not committed to anybody.
Right.
I'm testing the field. You want it ain't like actually another good question is that how do y'all feel about women approaching you?
I love it.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it at all.
I wouldn't mind it either. I
I
feel
already
like
know she interested in me. That's half the battle.
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
I give you props for that. You know what I'm saying?
You know how much women lazy and afraid of rejection? Bro,
Right?
they say certain people afraid of rejection. Bro, women are afraid of rejection. They hate to be put on the spot. Because a lot of what they are is like visual. They more like, not visual in the sense that like how men are visual creatures in terms of like wanting a woman to look a certain way. Because women are like that too. But they're like, they hold a lot of value in their appearance.
a date.
Right. So if you reject me, the only thing you could be rejecting me on, for the most part, is my appearance.
Exactly.
So now I could feel quote unquote ugly. And that's tough for them.
Yeah, I see that because it's like if someone approaches you and you be like, fam, I ain't interested in you.
Right.
Like she be like, nah, fam. But then that's what we just put on the line every day.
Every
Right.
time we approach a woman, that's the truth, bro.
Like I said.
But that's what we sign up for. That's
Yeah.
different for them.
So it's like,
They ain't really built for that.
that's why I be like, I don't mind, the rejection. Because I be like, bro, I gonna say this and I be saying this in secret, bro. I be in a lot of DMs, bro. And those people who I be in the DMs of, they know each other, bro.
You gotta
Hey,
get out them
you-
DMs.
You
down
take it.
in the
And then
DMs.
I be like, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I know this we talking about me, but I ain't care, bro.
Bro, you gotta get out them DMs,
Y'all,
bro.
but y'all look good. I think your family or your friend look good too. Like,
I
Bro,
stay away from that conflict
you
of
gotta
interest.
get
I
out
don't try to
them
do
DMs.
ain't no
things that
conflict.
don't make
And
sense.
wait, listen
No,
to me.
I don't even mean about the friends thing. Just, bro, get out the DMs.
Fam, in these times,
Get
the
out-
DMs is the only way because that
Get out
you ain't
the
getting them.
DMs, bro.
But I don't be like
I think this is the worst period for dating right now, in my opinion.
it is. No, but someone was telling me, this the perfect time to date because not everybody
A
genuine.
lot of I feel like
Genuine.
I feel like people could be as disingenuine as possible right
What
now.
make people
Catfishing,
genuine?
Because
uh,
we in a
you
pandemic,
don't have to.
so
you
it's
you
like
don't-
how you
know
can
you
lie
don't-
about whatever, bro.
No, people
We
love this
worry
right now
about
because they know they don't have to link up.
Lie
you know what
about
I'm saying?
Right.
that. No,
People love the flake. So it's man, yeah, man, la la la.
Bro,
la. Everything sound good right
you
now.
know how much online relationships I had to dead because it wasn't going to go nowhere? I don't want to talk to you all day online, bro. That's not what I'm about. I don't like that. I want to meet you, like, soon, like, almost immediately.
But yeah, but people ask like, I don't care about the DMs, and also I don't know if this the right time to be dating me. There's so much things in flux, bro. People, so much things happening, but
Responsibility again.
responsibility.
Responsibility
People
again.
dying every day. Like it's
Right.
like, wait, like who in a right mind to date? But then some people actually dating. People getting engaged. People coming up and revealing that they expecting children. So
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's just a case by case scenario.
Yeah.
Whatever you do, like you say, just be responsible about
Be
it.
Be responsible, indeed.
The word for today is responsibility.
Oh, yeah.
Sassing the
Oh,
shit out
man.
of this.
But yeah, for my brothers out there, bro, keep on shooting, bro. Cause see, guess what? When you shoot, something can hit, and don't
Bro.
mind you hear that.
No,
that,
no,
that,
that's
that
not
joke,
good,
Your
man.
percentage matters, bro.
Your percentage kind of matters, bro.
Yeah.
We ain't trying to get
No,
we
but
ain't letting it
I'm
string.
I'm thinking most men can have a low percentage, bro.
Guys, low percentage and
Yeah.
no percentage is two different things. Like,
But you gonna still have a percentage.
There's a difference between 5 and 20.
And there's a difference between hitting a headshot in the target and the thigh, and you know what I'm
Right.
saying? And hitting a wrong target.
Right.
At least even if I hit the thigh of the target, I hit the right target.
But bro,
I ain't
if
trying
my
to hit the
if
wrong
my
target.
percentage is 1% and they quality percent, bro, I'd rather that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So yeah, you gonna have a low percentage. Like
No, you ain't gonna have a low percentage, but it's better to have quality percentage.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's
Don't
still gonna
just
be
shoot
at
at
low.
everybody.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like I'm saying, okay, right.
Guys out here emptying the clip, bro.
Man.
Real.
Guns
Just spraying
blazing.
up everything.
Emptying the clip, bro. That's
Like
not cool.
But yeah, but it's like it's very interesting. But yeah, don't be afraid to shoot your shot, bro. Like
Women,
And women, don't be right.
the women don't be afraid to shoot your shot
I
too.
love that.
We love that. If you look good, you
That's
look
my,
good.
That's
Yeah.
my favorite thing.
Shoot y'all shot in the comments.
I know
below.
mine them talks. Yeah, shoot your shot in the comments and DM. I love the DMs.
Right.
Or whatever. It don't have to be necessarily Instagram DM either. Or you could just ask for my number or give me yours.
My number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
But actually I gave up my number on a podcast before.
That's it. No calls yet.
But you know what's so crazy about polygamous relationships? Women down for that, They just want to
Under
be
certain
supported.
pretenses.
They just want to be supported because they in polygamous relationships or polyamorous relationships without no money involved,
For real.
without no support involved. So you mean to tell me, that it's 5 of y'all with this one way. All y'all know it. Y'all might not acknowledge it in the public sense, but y'all know it's more than one woman that you're dealing with. What's the difference between that and an official relationship as polygamous?
Nothing really, and that sort of takes place within the Bahamas, but that's a conversation for another day.
Do you think it's the ego involved? That
Yeah, because everybody don't want
to
don't want to feel like they sharing somebody.
officially.
Yeah,
That's tough.
even if no matter how much money it is, like I have to take the pride in my eyes to say, oh. Most women don't want to feel like, oh, this woman got something over them, or I sharing something. I want to feel head on check. That goes back to I want to be first priority. So
You're never gonna be first. And if a man make you first, bro, you have to understand that she's gonna leave him, or she's now the man.
Well, but
You ever hear a man, right? You ever hear a man say he could put you first? He lied. He either lied or he don't know himself.
I mean, I think that's an intention, but that's not practical in some.
So it's a
situations.
lie,
Man. I guess if why you made
be
that
real
song, put
about
that
it.
woman first was lying out true.
bro. They lie all the time in their music.
That's the last thing we want to do.
Oh, man.
We don't want to scare anybody.
But this was a great podcast today. Comment below any other questions. We might have a relationship part 2.
We might as well just have a series based on the question.
Yeah, questions part.
Yeah, that'll be a nice short little quick thing.
Yeah. So, so put us in your questions, email, all them good stuff. Man, if you want to slide in them DMs, you can find us at the Original People Network at
Don't slide in my
gmail.com.
DMs, bro.
Or whatever.
My DM's open. I love
Find them at PG on Instagram. Supermarket Bros Instagram. Okay, Marco says it's DMs are off limits. You can slide on mine Lord Jalen Willard on Instagram, Viva La J Will on Twitter, Viva La J Will on Snapchat.
Don't look for a quick response rate from me though.
The Lord
Your
Jalen
response
Willard
rate
on
ain't quick.
Facebook. All them good things. And we will be back again on the next episode.
Wait. If you want to slide in my DMs, don't slide in if I can't meet you in person. If you want an online relationship, please stay away from me.
Facts.
He said you want to just touch somebody.
Hey, we humans.
Exactly. But we humans. But you know what it is. Peace, love. We can talk to y'all later. Yeah, you see.
Yeah, more time.